rivalry among rivalries. These two teams, they met in the 2009 FIBA Asia Cup, the 2011 FIBA Asia Cup, in which Korea, as head coach Cho Sang-hyun, has to try to figure out how to get the best out of his team. I mean, he's got a high school player out there as well. I mean, both these two teams do have a bit of youth, as Lee Hyun-jung will be out there. Kim Nak-yeon as well. Ra Gun-ah will play the center role. Lee Sung-hyun will also partner with him, while veteran player Lee Dae-sung will also make up the backcourt. That's a decent team that Coach Cho has coming off the bench as well. Now for Korea, I imagine they're going to use the size and physicality, but the one matchup I'm looking forward to is to see, obviously, Kai Soto go up against Ra Gun-ah. Now remember, he was a very good player back in his day when he played in the KBL. A very well respected coach for that matter. Right now, this is his first time stepping as a head coach. He now currently is an assistant coach for Hyundai Mobis Phoebus in the KBL. And he was an assistant for the national team, so this is a great opportunity for him and a great experience as well. And now we'll take a look at the starting lineups for Gilas Pilipinas. It'll be interesting to see how Coach Tab Baldwin approaches this game. Does he go with the size? Does he go with the pace? I mean, it will be very interesting to say the least, but one thing for sure is that we see that Kai Soto is among the roster for this game. Whether he starts or not, that will be a very interesting. Looks like Ange Kwame will start this one. You can see Kai to the left, so I imagine Soto will possibly come off the bench, I believe, in this game. That's actually Isaac goes, so I imagine it's interesting for these two teams. Do you go big or do you mix it up? We will find out, of course. Now the starting lineups there, Dwight Ramos will play in the backcourt along with Belangel. Baltazar, will play with Ange Kwame. And Navarro will also play. That's a big, big lineup. Well, Baldwin doesn't start Kai Soto, so I imagine, do you rest him and wait for the Indonesia game? Or does he take his chances on him tonight? I mean, we will find out. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we thank you for joining us here in what is going to be a very, very good matchup between these two teams. It's the FIBA Asia Cup. It's live. Clark City Bubble. Gilas Pilipinas versus South Korea. Don't go anywhere as we are set for tip.
All right, so we came here for what we're working for. All right, stay together. Stay connected. Stay connected.
1 minute away from tip now. Well, remember, ladies and gentlemen, if you haven't done so already, make sure you download the official FIBA Asia Cup app, excuse me. Download on your tablet, smartphone. Follow all the great stats and live moments that mean the most to you. Remember, it's the live FIBA Asia Cup app. You can download for your tablet or your smartphone Android. Well, whether you're a fan of Gilas Pilipinas or South Korea, if you're not nervous right now, something is wrong with you, because we're live. Well, to all of our friends and our viewers in Gilas Pilipinas, magandang araw, kamusta? And in South Korea, 잘 지내세요, 안녕하세요. But right now, it's game time. Ange Kwame is going to jump this one with Ra Gun-ah. South Korea versus Gilas Pilipinas. FIBA Asia Cup 2021 qualifiers live here in the Clark City Bubble. Don't go anywhere as we're set now for tip. I think the officials just want to swap both sets of teams and make them go on different sides, of course, and just try and get this thing going quite quickly. Well, the tip is underway, and it will be Gilas Pilipinas with the first possession. And you can see they try to go down low to Ange Kwame, guarded by Ra Gun-ah. Here comes the dribble handoff. Ramos now gives this one up. Physical defense already commits a foul. South Korea know that if they're going to go against a very youthful Gilas team, they need to make sure they're very smart on defense. Lee Dae-sung there, you can see he already picks up his first foul. A lot to be said about Dwight Ramos, of course. Many people dubbing him as the future of the backcourt for this Gilas team. There's a pick and pop now. Baltazar for downtown. Takes a shot, doesn't get it. Ra Gun-ah able to secure a rebound, and now South Korea can push. Oh, beautiful transition basketball. Gets the M1, and he flexes the guns. Well, Lee Hyun-jung there turned at the bench, got the M1. He'll go to the free throw line now. Beautiful. Look at that. Unbelievable. Showtime. South Korean basketball. You got to love it. Well, missed the free throw, but Ange Kwame secures a rebound. And now Belangel can bring this one up for Gilas. Goes out of bounds, but it will still be Gilas possession. It's pulled away, reverse slip, tucks it away. Well, Lee Dae-sung now does very well there to run transition, but again, Gilas Pilipinas unable to take care of the basketball in the early stages. They almost turn it over again. They do just that. And right now, Dwight Ramos reacted a little bit slow there, but look at this fast break basketball. I mean, look at, hangs in the air, reverse layup. Comes off one screen now, takes this one in, almost turns it over, but takes out now, left wide open. Well, completely wide open, takes a jump shot, why not? And the South Koreans are enjoying every possession right now. You can see tucked away by Lee Sun-young. Altazar now gives up to Dwight Ramos. Well, Ramos is just getting physically pushed around. But right now, he's up against a veteran player in Lee Dae-sung. Well, this is the level of basketball that they have to be aware of. Comes off one screen. Ramos now attacks the pick and roll, pulls up for the mid-range, and Dwight Ramos tucks it away, and that's much better. Well, that's what they need from these backcourt players from Gilas Pilipinas, just to play with a bit of confidence. No offensive foul there, but now Gilas a man down. South Korea can punish him here. Kicks this one out now, throws down low to the big fella. Well, has the mismatch guarded by Ragana, takes the mid-range, doesn't get it. Rebound there secured by Baltazar. Belangel now gives this one up. This is off to Ange Kwame. Kwame now looking to back down. Here's the matchup people want to see. Kwame pump fakes, puts up a tough one, way off the mark, doesn't get it. And now South Korea led by well, there's the cut in the corner. They get the wide open shot from downtown. They don't get it. Gilas secure the rebound, and now Ramos transition. Ramos a bit of contact. And Dwight Ramos, the question is, will he go to the free throw line for 2 shots? I mean, he just got sandwiched between 2 players. That's what you want from Dwight Ramos. I think Coach Tab Baldwin's probably just trying to contend a potential unsportsmanlike there, because he did get squashed between 2 players, but again, the officials allowing play to continue. And Ramos makes the first one. Well, started his career as a university player back in the United States in the NCAA ranks, but now just coming over to the Philippines. Well, he's definitely a fan favorite. Chart Reyes did remark on Dwight Ramos as being the future of a backcourt player for Gilas, heading into the not only the FIBA Asia Cup, but in the future the World Cup, possibly, where it's going to be hosted with Indonesia, Japan, and Gilas Pilipinas. And now Raguna has a mismatch, and South Korea should try and get the ball to him. Well, there's a big fella. That's a mismatch they want down low. Just too big and strong, but doesn't get it. A great help side defense there by Gilas Pilipinas. Ramos now kicks this one out. Poor pass. Now he's got numbers here. Kicks out in the corner. Takes a 3-pointer. Doesn't get it. Korea secure the rebound, and now they can push. Very fast break basketball here. And you can see the experience of Raguna sealing off Ange Kwame, securing the foul. And this is great for Ange Kwame, because this is the first time he'll play against a player of Raguna, who, you know, arguably is one of the best players in the world at his position, because in the FIBA World Cup in China, I mean, he was one of the, oh, get out of here! No, sir! Well, he thought he had a wide open shot. I mean, that was just, you saw Lee Sun-young thought he had a wide open mid-range, but Gilas Pilipinas said, not in my house. Ragana now wide open to get it inbound. Pump fakes, takes a wide open three. The three is up. No good, now goes out of bounds. And even if that did go in, it wouldn't have counted. Well, he knows that his team is very capable of winning this game, but he also knows that the fight, the power, the puso of these Gilas Pilipinas players means that they will play right to the end. Pulls up for a tough mid-range, way off the mark, and again, the offense from Gilas Pilipinas a little bit stagnant right now. As well, the South Koreans, you can see they're struggling to make ball reversals and good passes, but well, now Gilas Pilipinas look like they're going to make an early change here. So coming into the game right now is Isaac Go. Isaac Go is going to have a tough job because he's going to have to match up now with Ragana. But one thing the Koreans definitely have over Gilas is the size. The foul has been called on the ground. The foul is on Raniel Navarro. It's a 13th foul now for Gilas. So South Korea is smart. They'll try and force the issue down low. Well, the shot is up, it's no good, and now Gilas can push here with Dwight Ramos. Ramos is looking for Ange Kwame, but Kwame's got to flash the ball a lot more aggressively. Ramos now shakes and bakes, a bit of strength, goes to the basket, but the foul is on the ground. And I think you can see that Lee Sung-hyung is calling for a jump ball because he thought he had possession of it, but great play by Dwight Ramos there. Ramos now will go back to the free throw line. He makes the first one. Dwight Ramos, again, is not the quickest player on the court, but what he is, a very intelligent basketball player, understands how to beat his opponent, get into space, but I think that's really going to make him a solid professional when he enters the PBA, is going to be a perimeter shooter. I mean, it's one part of his game, it's already good, but he can just make it to the standard of what Jimmy Alapag and, of course, Jason Castro, the blower, and he will definitely be a phenomenal player for Gilas Pilipinas. And now Kai Soto has just checked into the game, almost turns it over, kicks out, the three is up, no good. Down low, the big fella, Kai Soto going to work, gets his own rebound, no foul called. Kai Soto still has it, but he steps out of bounds. But you gotta love the fact Kai Soto, there you can see Ragana helping him up, the respect, the admiration. Ragana has had a fantastic career, and he's still going. But right now, he knows Kai Soto. They know about each other. And that's what we talk about, this being a rivalry of respect and total homage for each other. These two nations, the love of basketball in both of them. Well, Isaac Go now is defending Ragana. An offensive foul's been called. Well, the legal screen was set by Lee Dae-sung, and there's your experienced player that should be setting a better screen. That's tough. To me, that looks like a good screen. And now Soto, top of the lane, gives this one up. Well, they try a three-pointer. The three is up. It's no good to get the offensive rebound. They go up, but they still can't get it. Another offensive rebound. They bring this one out. Dwight Ramos for three. Ramos can't get it. This time, South Korea secure the rebound. Comes off one screen now. Had an opportunity there to go down the middle, but didn't take it. Kicks this one out. They try another three. The three is up. The three is good from downtown. That's a tough shot by Lee Hyun-jung, the university player. He now moves up to 5 points. Here comes the pick and roll sequence. I thought they were going to go with Kai Soto, but Dwight now uses it. Ramos gets his pocket picked. They turn it over. What do we have here? Transition. Lays it up. I don't think that will classify as a dunk, but in the end, the 2 points is what matters the most to South Korea. Great defense there. And it's that man again, Lee Hyun-jung. South Korea now. Soto now guarded by Ragana. Comes a pick and roll. Back to Soto. Soto barges his way, spins around, doesn't get it. Gets his own rebound, kicks out to Ramos. Ramos pulls up for three. Off the backboard, doesn't get it. And now South Korea wastes no time here. Transition. They go down low now. Ragana is begging for the basketball. Down low, he wants it. They turn it over. And now Gilas can run here, but nobody's getting ahead. Soto in the lane. Soto gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. But you gotta love Kai Soto just running down the court as a trailer. There was a 3-pointer. He has been unbelievable. He could have had a potential and one there, but didn't call it. That was a still great defense by Lee Sung-hyun, but look at this now from Lee Hyun-jung here. Transition. Well, he possibly could get the dunk there, but unfortunately don't have those statistics in basketball, but the 2 points he definitely will have. Well, Kai Soto, having spent a bit of time in the G League, excuse me, now on his way to Australia to play in the NBL, and again, the chosen one. Many have predicted him to be the future of Asian basketball. And a big man who's left-handed, shoots a 3-pointer, puts the ball on the floor. Great passer, but it was actually AJ Adu that said the greatest thing about Kai Soto's game is his intelligence. And now Gilas Pilipinas making changes. Again, Balangel comes back into the game, excuse me, along with Michael Nieto. Soto now putting all the pressure down the middle. He gets away with a few steps there. Another kick out. There's a tough one off the backboard. Oh, tough play. Well, left wide open. Nobody going for a rebound. He is good. Got it. Well, he put it up and nails it. That's the kind of play that Gilas need, and that's Mike Nieto. Nieto now make a 3-point ball game. They go down low. Ragana kicks this one out. Good ball movement by South Korea. Takes it down the middle. Gets up to Ragana. Gets one. Oh, Ragana got the dish out. Beautiful penetration. And he's now going to go to the free throw line for a 3-point play. Well, the assist coming from Yang Hong-suk. Beautiful dish off. The most efficient player at the 2019 FIBA World Cup. Tucks it away. Well, Ragana recently said in an interview when talking about this matchup that it was going to be a very emotional game, knowing the amount of love and respect and admiration he has for basketball here in Gilas Pilipinas, but also said that it's also his job to make sure that South Korea are successful. Comes pick and pop now with Soto. Soto now sets another screen down the middle, wide open layup. Oh, beautiful play. No help side defense by the South Koreans. And that is Belangel now going to work. That's his first 2 points of the game. They can't overhelp too much because they got to make sure, but it doesn't matter. Tosses it away on the mid-range. That's a beautiful move there. They made a good play down the other end, but now it tucks this one. It's a 6-point lead to South Korea. Here comes another pick and roll sequence now. Belangel's got to look up because, well, that's a Hail Mary 3 from no man's land. Doesn't get it. And so far, Gilas Pilipinas only with 1 3-point field goal, and that was Matt Nieto, but Moon Sung-ngon now comes into the game. Checks back in. So they have Yang Hong-suk along with Ragana and Lee Kang and Sang-jae as well. Byun Jung-young also checks in. Gilas Pilipinas also going to their bench and making a few changes as Baltazar checks back in. As it go, will play power forward role while Tuncab also in the game for Gilas Pilipinas, number 7. Comes off one screen now. Another pick and roll sequence. Ragana had the mismatch on him. They didn't get the ball to him. There's another big three. Three is up. Three is good from downtown. Well, big time shot from Moon Sung-un. He's only just checked back into the game, and he now gives South Korea a 9-point lead. South Korea very physical on defense. In the lane. Traveling violation. That was a tough play. Well, one thing the Gilas players are doing right now, every time they have the ball, they're just standing in front. I mean, look at this for a kick out. Big time three. Nails it. But going back to the point I was making about the Gilas players, this is where the inexperience kicks in. This is something these players will learn very well, that when you have the ball, you can't just stand in front of your defender and wait for things to happen. If the defense gets right up in your face, you got to make something happen. Penetrate, kick out. And now they go down low. Isaac Go guarding. Right, turn it over. Ragana threw that one away, and now Gilas, with 12.9 seconds here in the first quarter, have one last chance here to get one more shot at the end. Well, if you're Gilas Pilipinas right now, you want to go pick and roll here with Kai Soto. If he doesn't go to the basket, maybe pop out for a three-point. I mean, he can shoot these perimeter shots. Well, they find it now to Soto. Got it by Ragana. Soto kicks out in the corner. The three is up. Three is no good yet again. Following up. Goes out of bounds. Now that will be Gilas ball with 2.9 seconds. We had a little bit of a nutmeg situation there as Moon Sung-un, the ball went between his legs. With 2.9 now. Gilas will have the ball as Tuncab will inbound it. We'll get the ball inbound to Belangel. Belangel puts it up. No foul called. At the end of the first quarter, South Korea in the lead of this one, 21-12 over Gilas Pilipinas. We'll just show you some stats and some highlights, but so far it's been an entertaining game. The difference in the game right now is the perimeter shooting from the South Koreans. There you can see they are only 2 for 6 from downtown. One of them was a foot on the line, but 7 for 11 from within the rainbow. And Dwight Ramos keeping Gilas in this game by getting to the free throw line. They are 5 for 6. Here are some highlights. Again, transition play from South Korea. The experience of some of these players is something that these Gilas Pilipinas players need to learn, but also need to take care of the basketball. And there's the Lee Dae-sung, veteran Korean Basketball League player. Dwight Ramos there now has 6 points in the game, pulling up for the mid-range. That was a deep three-pointer. Ragana again now into a mentor role, and they call him Gunnar Hyung in South Korea, being the older brother to a lot of these players. Remember, Ragana is a iconic basketball player also within the PBA for his time. He was a fantastic player. Kai Soto, many were saying they weren't sure if he was going to play in this game. Well, ladies and gentlemen, remember, download the FIBA Asia Cup 2021, the official app, on your tabloid or your smartphone. Remember, you can follow all the best highlights, news written by our best columnists, get the stats that matter to you most. Remember, download the FIBA Asia Cup 2021 official app on your tablet or smart Android.
Put Carl in the left post. Ready, got it? Transition natin, Balti. Balti's not.
So now Gilas Pilipinas making changes. Ange Kwame will come back into the game. Carl Tamayo as well. Belangel will stay in the point guard role. Tuncab will also partner with him in Baltazar, while for South Korea, Ragana stays in. Kang Sang-jae also is in the game, along with Byun Jung-yong and Yang Hong-suk. Isaac Go has got the tough job of guarding Ragana. Well, there's a step back play. That mid-range jump shot doesn't get it. He's out of bounds. The question is, did that come? Now, why did he let that go? No idea why Belangel let that. I mean, he could have grabbed that. That is a very inexperienced play there. Belangel could have grabbed that and could have gone down the other end. Took his chances. Gunnar kicks this one out, secures the position. Again, it's too easy right now for South Korea. Gunnar securing the position, the low block. Quick foul has been called on South Korea. Well, Yang Hong Suk, there you can see trying to. I mean, that's just too easy right there. That was the mismatch, but they've got to identify that quickly and double team. They cannot allow Gunnar to camp out of the low block. I mean, he's one of the best in the world at doing that. Cap now heavily guarded. Spins out. Down low, puts up a little jump hook. That's much better. Beautiful movement off the ball as Baltazar puts up the jump hook. It was much needed 2 points for Gilas Pilipinas. Comes off one screen now. Takes another one, tries a penetration, kicks out. Kwame now in question. The foul has been called. The foul is on number 33, Carl Tamayo. Took cap, what a pass here, but look at Baltazar. Salamat, baby, gotta love it. Wide open as they get. Cross-court pass there. Ange Kwame puts a hand up, but it doesn't matter. Kamsam Hamnida. That is a beautiful shot there by Mun Sung Mun. Down low now. Handoff, well, Tuncap got the pump fake. Try to pass it off, finds Ange Kwame. Kwame now. He doesn't turn, oh, he does turn it over. Now Gilas. They don't have Dwight Ramos in the backcourt. They really struggle. Well, here he comes. Well, just answered my questions. Dwight Ramos just gives Gilas a bit of composure in the backcourt. There you can see in the background with Coach Tab is Coach Jung with Chico. Experienced 6-time PBA champion. Right now, Baltazar has a tough job because there's a three-pointer. Kwame with a rebound, and now they can push it. Crosses this one over in the lane, draws a foul. That's much better. That's a second team foul from South Korea. Well, Gilas have to go at South Korea because South Korea are playing the style of basketball, defense, excuse me, where they get in your face and they want to steal the ball, get out in transition. Most defense will try to play a defense to force you into a turnover or a bad shot. But Gilas have to identify that the Koreans are doing this. So go at them, get fouled, get to the free throw line. Just looking for a handoff and no movement right now off the ball. Comes off one screen, goes all the way to the basket, and that's much better. When the pressure comes onto you, you got to get to the bucket and make something happen. Carl Tamayo was waiting for movement, waiting for a handoff, but then realized, you know what, I'm going to go myself. Ange Kwame now has a mismatch here. Ange Kwame, ankle breaker all the way. Oh, baby, what a move. Well, that is Kang Sang-jae. Unbelievable play there. Finds Ange Kwame now. Kwame looking for another handoff. Well, Kwame takes a three-pointer. Ange Kwame, and if that's the best shot Gilas is going to get. Rock good at times. Oh, my Lord. Well, right now, it is showtime. South Korean basketball. Ra Gunnar-hyung. Well, you got to love the way South Korea play. They get out in transition. I mean, look at this. This is a pick and roll sequence. Tamayo going to the basket. Salamat Carl Tamayo all the way. But look at this. Ra Gunnar. Gamsam Hamnida. Throw it down, big fella. Throw it down. Right now, Coach Tab, Baldwin has to call timeout and compose his young players.
We're letting them bump us off of everything. You got to cut hard. You got to establish strength in your movement. Whether that's back doors, whether that's breaking hard to the wing, but when we're running strong, okay, you got to get under here. and then take your time with the ball on the wing. Look at our cutter, look at the post, and then come back. We haven't gotten to that once. And off of that, we get Ra in the ball screen, and he's pushing way back here. All right? So run your strong, run your weak to the ball screen. Run your high to the ball screen. Let's go.
Well, Coach Tab is simply one of the best coaches. I mean, the Philippines just have a wealth of great coaches. There you can see the assistant coach, Young Wichiko, not to mention Chuck Reyes and his son, Josh Reyes. I mean, so many great coaches. What he's saying to his team right now, we can't sit back. We can't wait for things to happen. Use your body effectively. Make it cut to the basket. And play with a bit more confidence. You know, Raghunath now 32 years of age, but this guy rebounds, hustles a lot on defense as well, but runs a fast break. And this is what Gilas need to emulate. Down low now. This is where the movement needs to be a bit more effective. Backs down though. Turns around off the backboard. Tough shot, doesn't get it. This is where South Korea will try to push this one. That wasn't a bad play by Kyle Tamayo, but somebody's got to follow in for a rebound. Raghunath now gets caught in a double team, and South Korea will reverse this one. Great recovery on defense. Takes a big three. Oh my Lord! Right at the end of the shot clock. That is beautiful. Jun Sung-hyun now makes a huge three-pointer, and it's now a 17-point lead to South Korea. Well, the perimeter shooting, just a big difference in this game. Again, another foul drawn there. Well, Belangel, that's what they need to keep doing, Gilas Pilipinas. Keep going at the South Korean defense, draw those fouls, because you got to think a team, there's only really 2 professionals on this Gilas Pilipinas team. South Korea, there's a few players in the KBL, but again, experience is key. You've got to understand how to play at this level. Diving on the floor, and now Raghunath comes up with it. Raghunath all the way, missed the layup. Great defense there by Ange Kwame. Now Dwight Ramos, much better there, draws a 4th team foul in South Korea. You gotta love the respect and admiration there from both sets of players. A deliberate foul, but Jung-Yun there quickly just checking if Dwight Ramos is okay. Now Gilas, 1 foul away from getting to the free throw line with just over 6 minutes to go here in the second quarter. This is what Gilas Pilipinas needs. Pick and roll sequence now. Pulls up for a quick three. The three is up and it's good from downtown. Well, it's that man again, Kyle Tamayo, sinking the J. And that is what they need. Cuts it down to a 14-point ball game. Well, Raghunath wants the basketball, kick it out here. There's a penetration all the way. It's too easy. And right now, they got to swap that up. Ange Kwame should be guarding Raghunath. Because at the moment, Kang Sang-jae simply too quick with the ball in his hands. That's who Kyle Tamayo should be guarding. Here comes another pick and roll sequence. Well, Kwame's got to go for the rebound now, but South Korea secure it, and now they can push. Great job there defensively by Belangel to get his hand in the passing lane. Well, Ange Kwame, again, it's always tough when you're in your first game here at the International, but Kai Soto's coming back in. So they make a double change as Mike Nieto comes in as well. Well, if you're Kai Soto and you realize that there's 14 fouls, so RJ Abarientos also back in the game. Going back to Kai Soto, got to try and get to the basket. But right now, we got a timeout. South Korea want to talk it over as they lead this one by 16 points over Gilas Pilipinas.
자, 바로 여기서 G4-5로 가. 바로.
G4-5. Go for G4-5 right away.
여기지. 여기서. 잼으로 가자고. 잼.
Correction. Jam.
잼5.
Jam 5.
잼5. 내주잖아. 둘이 돌아서 거나 쪽으로 들어가면은 가는 척하고 바로 픽해가지고 거나
You
저기
repeat the
하고.
ball in the low, corner side on the low.
아니야, 상대 쪽에 넣어줘. 상대 쪽에.
Correction.
Well, look at this. Looking for a handoff. Comes off one screen. Tamayo Salamat Kaibigan takes a huge three-pointer. Look at Ragana here. Kicks this one out down the middle. Beautiful little finger roll. Kiss off the backboard. Well, now we're under 14 in the shot clock. Kai Soto now. Well, Ragana wide open, top of the key. Doesn't get it. Soto with a rebound. And now Abarientos. Slow this one down now. Get into the half court. Here comes the pick and roll sequence of Soto. Soto backs down. Tough move. Oh, baby! Kai Soto has come ready to play. And that's what everyone's been waiting for. That's exactly what Gilas needs from their young future prospect, the chosen one. Soto now. Well, they try another three-pointer. They don't get it. South Korea take care of the rebound. Down the middle. They try to dish this one off to Ragana. Ragana simply unstoppable. That's the problem when South Korea makes those penetrations. They dish off to Ragana, but Gilas have to have the help us situation. Someone's got to then come over and take over. What's next? Oh, a bit of a wild shot. Not the shot that Barrientos probably, or Coach Tab wants that Barrientos to take. 16-point, they turn it over. Well, now RJ Barrientos gives this one up to Nieto. And a foul, so that's a 15th foul. So now Gilas will go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. Well, look at this here. Watch this. Akosi Kai Soto. That is a beautiful move by the big fella. And look at the dish off now to Ragana. The big man, so effective, so efficient, but simply unstoppable. Well, Nieto missed the first free throw. Again, this is where Gilas need to step up and hit every shot at the moment. Well, definitely, it's going to be a future star in the PBA, that's for sure. But misses both free throws, and again, he has to step up and make these. But now Gilas, with under 4 minutes, trailing by 16, need to try and get back in this game as much as possible. And Ragana is going to isolate. Ragana gets his pocket picked, and now Gilas can push it. And Kai Soto getting right ahead here in transition. Soto now secures off Ragana. Soto backs down. Soto with the fadeaway, gets fouled, and he'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. And that's what Kai Soto just needs. Feed the ball to Kai Soto. Let him go to work. Ragana realizing now he has a mismatch problem. Well, going back to the great Chat Reyes and obviously Dean Canito Henson and what they said about Kai Soto, and that he's a once-in-a-generation player. I think someone said players like Kai Soto come once every 10, 15 years, but the great experts have said, forget that. Kai Soto only comes once in a lifetime. Well, originally from Las Piñas, Pilipinas. Now we'll go to the Adelaide 36ers in the NBL in Australia. What a career he has ahead of him. Cuts it down to a 14-point ball game. South Korea now trying to rotate their bench in and out. So Lee Sun-hyung is now back into the game. Fakes a screen now all the way. Soto rejects him, says not in my house. And now Kai Soto is gonna go all the way. Soto crosses over. Kai Soto puts it up. Kai Soto, Magandang Gabi. Good night to everybody. Blocked the shot, took it coast to coast. Kai Soto is going to work. He now moves up to 7 points. Down the lane now, bit of contact, kicks out to Ragana. Ragana takes the mid-range, and the veteran goes right back up against the young player. This is a matchup. Here comes the pick and pop sequence now with Soto. Looking for a handoff. Soto behind the back pass. Pulls up for the mid-range, nails it. Tough shot there. Ajay Abarientos this time pulls up for a mid-range, and that's a good shot for him and a good sequence for Gilas Pilipinas to go pick and roll with Kai Soto. Soto now guarding against Ragana. Ragana trying to use the strength and speed, kicks this one out. The shot is up, no good. Soto with a rebound. Well, tries a deep three, doesn't get it. Well, it's a bit of a forced shot there. They could have got something better, but now South Korea can push you with Lee Dae-sung in transition. Comes off one screen. There's the pick and roll sequence. Got it again. Same scenario. Again, Lee Sun-hyung there off the pick and roll. Kisses that one off the glass. And now Dwight Ramos on the ball, and another foul's being called. Well, that's just a silly play there because he's already picked up a few fouls now. So now Lee Dae-sung's going to have to go to the bench with a 142. And again, Gilas Pilipinas will go to the free throw line. I mean, look at this for simple fakes. Again, uses that backboard so effectively. But now another 2 free throws here. And makes the first one. Well, this is exactly what Gilas Pilipinas needed to get into that penalty quite early. With 6 minutes to go previously here in the second quarter. Now I'm just able to stay in this game because there was a point where they were struggling to get good shots off. As Dwight Ramos makes the second free throw. Now just over a minute and a half to go here as Ajay Barrientos tries to gamble. Ange Kwame back in the game. Kicks this one out. Well, he's made a few shots tonight. Takes another one, doesn't get it. Ramos with a rebound. Dwight Ramos spins around, pulls over. Well, needs somebody to get open. The jump ball scenario. And again, you see that Ramos is on the floor. Nobody's moving to him to get open, but luckily, possession arrow is in their favor. So Gilas will get the ball back on the sideline. Again, remember, these young players, it's the first time for them to play at this level, so the anxiety will knock in quite quickly, but they've got to try and ride the storm and learn from this experience, and why not go for it? The game is definitely in their favor. South Korea tried to come out and play very aggressive defensively and come up with loose balls, but again, it's costed them with a couple of fouls. Gilas now making some more changes. Isaac Go comes into the game, finds Ange Kwame. Ange Kwame now looking to kick this one out. Fakes the pass. Oh, it's beautiful. What a play there by Ajay Barrientos. I mean, that is just simply amazing. Fake the pass, sent Ragana the wrong way. Just kissed that one off the glass. Lee Dae-sung, quick penetration. Tries a Euro step. I think they're going to say that was on the ground. Well, watch this by Ajay Barrientos. Watch the fake. Oh, you've got to love it. And he just kisses that one off the glass. Almost turns it over. Lee Dae-sung now fakes it. Kicks out to get a wide open look from the perimeter. 3 is up. 3 is good. Well, South Korea have come out like a house on fire in this game. They have shot the ball phenomenally from the perimeter. That's his first tray ball tonight. He's now 1 for 3 from downtown. Ange Kwame now, top of the key. Tries to give and go with Ajay Barrientos, and now Barrientos going to work. And South Korea, they're going to call timeout as they now lead this one by 11 points here going into the end of the first half.
저기 어딨어? 성현아. 네. 리더. 네. 핸드오프.
Handle.
건아가 백스크린 했다가
Gonna set a back screen.
땡기면 건아가 다시
And then another screen on the other side.
백스크린 했다가 지워봐. 백스크린. 번화가 여기 서 있을 거야. 번화 잡고 핸드오프. 백스크린에서 성현이 돌려보냈다.
Well, here are the highlights. There's the pump fake now. Kick out, the wide open look now. I thought he had his foot on the line, but he was quite behind it. That's a tough play there. And Kwame there finds. That is what we call Uwiana. Time to go home. Beautiful play there. The 1-2 between Ange Kwame and RJ Abarientos. So now the full court pressure here coming from Gilas Pilipinas. Now they have fouls to give here, so they don't want to give away anything too easy though. Goes off one screen. Well, takes a deep three. The three is up. This time it's no good. Secures a rebound by RJ Abarientos. Now 10 seconds left. We'll look for Ange Kwame. Kwame, why not take it? Got it! Wow! Right now, anong oras na ngayon? Right now, it is Ange Kwame time. Hits the three-pointer right at the end of the first half. And that is huge for Gilas Pilipinas. I mean, look at this. Ange Kwame, thought about it. Well, simply, salamat, Ange Kwame. Gilas Pilipinas, that is for you. And Kai Soto, he loves it. The Twin Towers of Manila. And they go into the halftime interval, chipping back. They were down by as many as 17 points, but right now it's an 8-point deficit. As Gilas Pilipinas try to recoup themselves. Well, there you can see Gilas Pilipinas only 3 for 13 from the perimeter, 9 for 18 from within the rainbow, 9 for 12 from the free throw line. Well, South Korea, impressive 64%. Well, there you can see it's actually Gilas Pilipinas leading the rebounds when they brought Kai Soto into the game. But 15 assists to South Korea, very impressive to only Gilas' 6. Well, Ramos leading the way with 8 points. Raguna, no surprise to see him with 11 points. I mean, he is simply one of the best in the world at his position. Here are some highlights from the first half.
컨트롤. 그래서 안 되면 걸어 넣어주고 여기서 빅게임하고.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, now to the second half of this FIBA Asia Cup qualifying matchup between Gilas Pilipinas here in Clark City bubble between their rival South Korea. Now, ladies and gentlemen, you haven't noticed already that these two teams, it's a admiration, respectful rivalry between them, having met in the 2009 and 2011 FIBA Asia Cups, in which South Korea, came up victorious twice, but it was in 2013 when Jimmy Alipag, the Blur, Jason Castro, along with many others such as Japith Aguilar, Mark Pingris, leading them to a victory which led to the birth of Gilas Pilipinas in the 2014 FIBA World Cup in Spain. Right now, two youthful teams with no players that played in that matchup. They're trying to isolate Ragana on the low block, I imagine, but there's the quick catch and shoot from the perimeter. Three is up, and the three is good. Well, South Korea just will not cool down one bit. They are lighting it up this evening from the perimeter. It's back to 11-point ball game now. Comes off one screen now with Ange Kwame. Kicks up the corner, pump fakes in the lane, puts up a little teardrop off the backboard. Tough move there. Oh, Ben Angel there. Playing with a bit more confidence. Started off a little bit heavy in the first quarter. Now Dwight Ramos heavily defending on the ball against Lee Dae-sung. Lee Dae-sung gets away with a few steps there. Ragana thought about it. This time he takes the three-pointer and doesn't get it. Oh, Baltazar got the rebound, and now Benagel will push this one. Gives up to Ange Kwame. Well, Ange Kwame made one three-point at the end of the first half. Takes another. Ange Kwame, are you serious? Well, Salamat Ange Kwame, big-time three-pointer. Cuts it down to a 6-point ball game, and the big fella 2 for 4 from the field, and it's all been from downtown. Lee Dae-sung now kicks this one off. And looking to throw the ball now to Ragana. Why not? Ragana time. Looking to isolate. Spins around, kicks out. South Korea for another three-pointer. They don't get it. Ange Kwame with a rebound. Now they can push this one. Belangel now off one screen. Kicks out. Oh, had the shot, didn't take it. Bumps in the lane with a little finger. Missed it. Nobody going for an offensive rebound. And South Korea, led by Lee Dae-sung here in transition. They'll try and get things going. Looking to throw it to Ragana. Cross-court pass, another three-pointer. Looks a little short, doesn't get it. No foul called. Belangel now can push this one. Belangel draws a foul, and again, smart play there by Gilas Pilipinas. Try and use the speed to draw fouls on defense against the South Koreans. Well, Ange Kwame, he lets everyone know, Kosi Ange Kwame, and I can shoot it from downtown. Big time three-pointer. Dwight Ramos now, guided by the veteran Lee Dae-sung. Ramos looking for a kick out. Now with 6 seconds on the shot clock. Makes a penetration, turns around, has to force it up. Great defense by South Korea. Now they can push. For a high-low situation. Now Ragana has a mismatch. They got to get it to him. Kicks this one out. Three is up. The three's no good, but they get an offensive rebound. Ange Kwame, the one play you expect to put a body on, gets called out there. There's a pick-and-pop scenario. Great ball movement by South Korea. Forces one up off the backboard. Beautiful play. That's a beautiful penetration by Kim Nak-yeon there. Puts South Korea back up by 8 points. Well, Kwame turned it over. Now South Korea can push. Can Ragana keep it alive? No, he turned it over. Wasted opportunity there by South Korea. Transition. Right at the end of the shot clock. Penetration down the right. Little hook shot. Off the backboard. Beautiful play. Now Belangel gives this one up. Ange Kwame's made a couple of three-pointers. This time takes a penetration. Dish off. Baltazar for three from downtown. Can't get it. That's one part of the game. It's been the difference between these two teams. I mean, South Korea have just shot much better from the perimeter. Find Ra Gana, the give and go. Beautiful play. Oh, he missed the layup. He went for the reverse right hand. I thought he should have gone for the left-handed layup. Comes off now with Ramos. Ramos for three. Oh, baby! Dwight Ramos from downtown. You gotta love this guy. Cuts it down to a 5-point ball game. Ramos didn't think about it. As soon as he got the ball, got his feet set and just let it go. So now South Korea go to the pick and roll option again with Ra Gana. Pulls up for the mid-range, doesn't get it. Kwame with a rebound. And now Dwight Ramos time. Crosses over. Dwight Ramos, bit of contact. Doesn't get the and one. But he will go to the free throw line again for 2 shots. Now Dwight Ramos has been the one player for Gilas Pilipinas. Here he is, catch and shoot right away. I mean, that is Reggie Miller in a Gilas Pilipinas jersey. Well, they said Reggie time, but right now it's Dwight time. Feed the Ramos, and he will nail it from downtown. Well, Dwight Ramos now makes the first free throw. Makes the second one, cuts it down now to a 3-point ball game. Again, he has been the key player in the backcourt, I'd say, for both these two teams at the moment. Yeah, but not the fast. Now, Kai Soto has actually checked into the game as well now. So, again, Coach Tab going with his options. Well, Ra Gana now in the lane. Ra Gana just too big, but doesn't get the and one. We'll go to the free throw line now for 2 shots. That's much better now from South Korea. They got to try and get Ra Gana some touches in the low block, and again, try to match what the Gilas Pilipinas are doing by getting those looks in the block and getting to the free throw line. Well, he missed the first free throw. Well, Coach Chavez was very confident, as well as the great Gabe Norwood in a recent interview, and how they felt the Gilas Pilipinas youthful team would do against this South Korean team. But remember, the South Korean team, it's a mix of youth and veterans. I'd say both teams are fairly even in their approach, but you got to look at it. I mean, with Ange Kwame and Kai Soto, who's going to be the future is bright. The future is Gilas Pilipinas, if you think about it. RJ Barrientos now. Right now, Gilas, a few seconds on the shot clock. We got to get something going. Splits the defense. Goes all the way. Reverse layup. Can't get it. They did the hard pop, but couldn't finish it. And now South Korea could push this one. Ra Gana, pick and roll sequence. Great crossover now in the lane. Tries to go through, tough play, but there you can see Ra Gana following up. Well, Kai Soto did the great thing on the help side to force him into a poor shot, but somebody's got to come down and put a body on Ra Gana on that pick and roll defensively. Barrientos now. Barrientos dishes off, beautiful play under the basket, dish off, great play there. Well, Isaac Go there, a very much underrated 6'7" power forward, but highly regarded by the officials in the PBA. I know that he's got a bright career ahead of him. Crosses over now in the lane, kicks out. Another 3-pointer from downtown. They don't get it. Soto with a rebound now, almost got his pocket picked, but goes out of bounds, and it will be Gilas Pilipinas' possession as Mike Nieto is going to come back into the game for Gilas. As well for South Korea, they're going to make a change. That's a beautiful play there, but look, Ra Gana following up. Well, South Korea are going to bring in change here, but under the basket finds Isaac. Go time. Ramos now gives this one up. Gives up to Soto. Soto now looking for handoff. They want to give the ball to Dwight Ramos. Soto, why not from downtown? Kai Soto thought about it. Gets his own rebound. All the way, Kai Soto hangs in the air. Kai Soto kisses that one off the glass. Well, there's simply no stopping Kai Soto. Cuts it down to a 2-point ball game. Ragana now saying he wants the ball in the low block, and they almost turn it over. And there you can see Dwight Ramos hustling for the ball. It goes out of bounds. So now South Korea with 6.4 seconds left on the shot clock. And again, you gotta love this. Look at Kai Soto taking it all the way. I mean, that is simply unstoppable. The chosen one, Kai Soto, the future. So now 6.4 for South Korea to get a shot off. They get the three-pointer. The three is up. They don't get it. They get an offensive rebound, though. Great job by, turn it over. And now Dwight Ramos with a chance here to tie this game up. Ramos all the way. Dwight Ramos is taking this game over. And he's tied the game up. And all of a sudden, you can hear all the fans. Laban Pilipinas, Puso. It's a tie game now, 52 apiece. Well, I'll ask you the question right now, as they would say on the streets of Manila, Anong oras na ngayon? Or right now, it is Dwight Ramos time. He is taking this game over. And South Korea have to compose themselves and get something better here.
자, 지금 들어가서 GM에서 3제 주고 GM5 한번 해서 번호 올려. GM5. 아까 don't have chance. 괜찮아. 쟤들이 우리가 조금 힘드는데 하는 게 계속 파가지고 지금 득점하는 거잖아. 이거 백코스 좀 빨리 해줘. 백코스.
We have to spin backwards. You gotta stop the
아니
ball.
보나. 상대 쪽에서 해. 상대 쪽에서 해서. 가자. 분위 올려.
Well, Dwight Ramos now 15 points in the game, 2 for 2 from within the rainbow. He has that one 3-point field goal, but he's been getting to the free throw line. Remember, the great Chuck Reyes spoke very highly of Dwight Ramos, as well did Robert Bullock, a member of the Gilas Pilipinas World Cup team. And not to mention Gabe Norwood. Gabe Norwood, one of the greatest Gilas Pilipinas players of all time, the dunker of the decade. Very excited for this young Gilas team. Right now, tie game here, 52 apiece. Gilas go into a 2-3 zone. And this is very interesting because you want to play that against a team like South Korea who can shoot the ball well from the perimeter. Well, they force a poor shot there, and now Gilas can take the lead now. Ramos now 15 points. Goes down low to Soto. Soto pump fakes. Soto, a bit of contact. Kai Soto doesn't get it. Well, he thought that Ragana was going to make the contact, but now South Korea can regain the lead here with under 2.5 in the third. Comes off one screen now. Down low to Ragana. Well, veteran backs down, gets his pocket picked, keeps it alive. Few seconds left. All the way to the basket. Gana end the shot clock. Doesn't get it. Gilas with a rebound, and now Ajay Abadientos will slow this one down under Coach Tab's cool hit. Oh, Kai Soto has to be careful there because he flung an elbow when he set the screen. So again, you gotta love it. I mean, smiles on both these two sets of teams. They love it. They want to compete with each other, but the respect is unbelievable. Well, Soto there, I felt, could have got called for an illegal screen, but that's a very interesting call. But Gilas will have the possession back. Barrientos try to split the defense. Finds Soto, give and go with Ramos. Ramos, a little floater off the backboard, doesn't get it. You get the offensive rebound, and Gilas take the lead now. And Isaac go time with the offensive rebound. He now has 4 points. South Korea need a bit of composure. Traveling violation. Well, this youthful Gilas team, all of a sudden, look at Isaac go there, just in the right place at the right time. RJ Barrientos now finds Dwight Ramos. Ramos kicks out to Soto. How's that go? Why not from downtown? Doesn't get it. And now South Korea can tie this game up or possibly take the lead with a three-pointer. Comes a pick and roll now with Ra Gana. They kick this one out, the penetration. Well, there's a wide open look now. Dished it off to Ra Gana. That's much better from South Korea. Well, the South Korean butter is simply Ra Gana. We got to get the ball to him at all costs. Barrientos now finds Soto. Soto pump fakes. Soto, bit of contact. Kai Soto, unstoppable. Oh, Kai Soto. We are now, as they say in Manila. Time to go home because Kai Soto will take this game over. Comes off one screen now. Gets his pocket pick. Well, no foul called. Soto just doing enough there. Ra Gana comes up with it. It's called a double team, kicks out. Good ball movement. Well, they get a wide open look. The three is up. No good. Well, they get another offensive rebound. Back to Ra Gana. Another three in the corner can take the lead. Oh, baby! South Korea. Nail it. Well, Kang just hit the three-pointer, and he puts him back up by one. He now moves up to 7. Well, Soto now, 5 seconds left. Barrientos from no man's land. Well, was that the best shot? But ladies and gentlemen, at the end of the third quarter, South Korea hold on to a 1-point lead as Gilas Pilipinas make a huge comeback. Well, Dwight Ramos leading the way right now with 15 points for South Korea. Ra Gana 2 rebounds away from a double-double and a potential triple-double if he can get 8 more assists. But Kai Soto 4 rebounds away from a double-double. But right now, Gilas Pilipinas catching up. 15 for 29 from within the rainbow. Much better here in the third quarter. We'll leave you with some highlights.
Hey, if it's my fault I'm leaving you out there, don't make me look bad. Chase that last fucking rebound down and get it. All right?
You can see Coach Tab Baldwin now saying his players, we got to keep going. We must keep playing to the very end. Tough play there. Ange Kwame stepped up huge to make the three-pointer. Well, this game, you feel the magnitude of it. It feels like 2013 when South Korea and Gilas Pilipinas met in the semifinal of the FIBA Asia Cup at the Mall of Asia Arena. It's Dwight Ramos right now, almost Jimmy Alapag-esque, or Jason Castro-esque as well. And you can see the follow-up by Ra Gana. All the way to the basket. It's Dwight Ramos, and there's the pump fake by Kai Soto. Hangs in the air, beautiful touch. So now South Korea South Korea leading by 1 point here over Gilas Pilipinas. But it will be Gilas to have the first possession. Now they go to a rotation all the way to the basket. Good move, and he puts Gilas Pilipinas back up by 1 point. As Ange Kwame is back into the game for Gilas. Remember, a victory for either of these two teams will solidify a position at the FIBA Asia Cup in Indonesia. Ange Kwame now guarding against Ra Gana. This dribble handoff, another 3 points, a good look. They don't get it, goes out of bounds. That's not a bad look from South Korea, but again, they're gonna have to try and somehow break down the Gilas Pilipinas defense. The shots don't keep dropping. And Coach Tab Baldwin, remember, a head coach of the Jordanian national team as well as New Zealand, where started his career. Also coached for PAOK Thessaloniki in Greece back in 2008. A very well-respected coach. Edge Kwame now looking for handoff. Gets him one back. Kick this one out. Down to Kwame. And Kwame spins baseline. Called an offensive foul on Edge Kwame. I think that's a good call because Edge Kwame uses left hand to hook Ragana. So here's Kwame. Well, that's a great call. That's the right call by the official. Uses left arm to wrap around Ragana. Well, Belangel now putting the full court pressure here on Kim Nyakyun. So Korea here trailing by 1 point. Now we're under 10 on the shot clock now. Comes off one screen, pulls up for another three-pointer. Kwame secures a rebound. And South Korea still settling for those perimeter shots. Gilas. Again, another smart play there by Belangel.
That's his third foul. First team foul for Korea. Shot clock at 18 seconds.
The shot clock has gone down now for Gilas, but again, plenty of time here. Belangel now looking for an option. Kicks this one out. Finds Kwame. Kwame with a fadeaway shot. Doesn't get it. Again, South Korea can push this one. Looked for Ragana there. Couldn't get the ball to him. Now Ragana will try to back down. Kicks this one out. Foul is on the ground. I got a feeling in this game, the team that gets in the penalty first could be the team that wins this because the way these two teams are playing defense right now, it's going to be inevitable to keep picking up fouls as Carl Tamayo just gives a slight little push. He kind of looks at him like, what are you doing that for? But these two teams, a lot of respect and admiration, as we mentioned. A rivalry that's about passion and pride for the game of basketball. Takes a bump, takes a shot, doesn't get it. Again, South Korea 0 for 3 this quarter. Belangel comes off one screen. Belangel, Edge Kwame made 2 3-pointers. Salaman, oh baby! Edge Kwame, and look what it means to him. He says, Laban Pilipinas, Buso. Edge Kwame, big time shot from downtown. 4-point lead now to Gilas. South Korea desperately need a basket now. Confidence now going in favor of Gilas. They try a tough one-legged fadeaway, don't get it. Ragana does just enough, almost lost it. Tries to go baseline. Beautiful move, and that's much better. And that will do South Korea's confidence as Yang Hong-suk. That's what they needed, more penetrations to the basket. Draw some more fouls if they can against Gilas. Bit of contact now, shakes in the lane, doesn't get it. Well, Edge Kwame try to follow up. Bit of contact, doesn't get the and one. But he will go to the free throw line now for 2 shots, and Belangel has been phenomenal in this game so far. I thought he should have, there was a kick out and takes it down there, and that's a beautiful shot by Edge Kwame. Well, Edge Kwame is simply cash money here in Clark City, and he loves it. You can feel the buso from Edge Kwame right now. Well, Belangel makes the first free throw. Again, we talk about a very youthful team they got here, and just got to wonder the future of this team and where it can go and the potential that they have. I mean, Sam Joseph Belangel, Ateneo de Manila University, 21 years of age. Makes the second free throw. And now South Korea, again, should right now try and attack Gilas in the paint. Try and draw some more fouls and get the ball down low to Ragana. Goes baseline now, looking for a kick out. Oh, Ragana! Sorry, excuse me. Edge Kwame said, not in my house. Belangel kicks this one out. Had the 3-point shot, didn't take it. And now Gilas in total control of this game. Comes off one screen. Finds Edge Kwame. Kwame, a few seconds. Crosses over. Edge Kwame drew the foul. Now that's got to be on the, oh no, they called 2 free throws. So South Korea have bailed out Ange Kwame. He'll now go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. So now South Korea, Kim is fouled out of the game. And that's a huge loss to South Korea because they need him in the game. Remember, both these 2 teams are undefeated, but a victory for Gilas or for South Korea will put him straight into the FIBA Asia Cup. Dwight Ramos checks into the game. Kwame missed the first. Well, he's been phenomenal in this game so far. Started off a little bit nervous, as you can see, but being his first game at 9 points, he's 3 for 7 from the field this evening. 3 of those now coming from the perimeter with 1 free throw. And now Gilas with a 5-point lead. Korea, they got to make it. The shot's up. The shot is good. And that does that confidence so much good now. That's a huge 3-pointer by John Song-hyun. Cuts it down now to a 2-point ball game. Reverse left. Beautiful play there. Oh, that is Carl Tamayo going to work. Now South Korea try to go right back at them. Under 6 minutes to go. Ange Kwame does enough just to put his hand in the passing lane. Down the middle. Pumps through. Off the backboard. Doesn't get it. Ragana with a rebound, and Ragana will go to the free throw line. Again, simple plays like that keeps South Korea in this game. That is a big-time 3-pointer. Left wide open. Again, just keeps him within distance. I mean, look at this from Carl Tamayo. It's a pump fake. Oh, you gotta love it. Salamat Carl Tamayo. This guy is unbelievable. Ragana makes the first free throw, cuts it down to a 3-point ball game. Remember, had 2 good seasons here in the PBA, and the fans here in the Philippines love him. And one thing Ragana said he loved about playing basketball here in the Philippines was the love from the fans, the puso, of course. After every practice, the team would eat with the fans. And just loved everything about basketball here in the Philippines. Now Dwight Ramos will bring the ball up. Belangel now on the ball. Looks like he's going to go pick and roll here with Ange Kwame. Belangel draws another foul. So that's a 4th team foul now for South Korea. And Lee Dae-sung does not look like he agrees with the call. I think even Belangel knows he got away with that one. Lee Dae-sung, I think, got taken down in that play, but I think it's the right call, of course, because Lee Dae-sung is trying to pick him up half court when he's not really going anywhere with it. But now Kai Soto checks into the game. What Ange Kwame gives defensively to Gilas, now Kai Soto will give offensively in the low block, along with RJ Abarientos. So a lot of changes that Coach Tad Baldwin is going with in this lineup. There's a pick and roll now with Soto. Tamayo now. Tamayo's got to go up with it. Takes a tough fadeaway. Carl Tamayo is going to work. Well, beautiful fadeaway there by Carl Tamayo. Puts behind his back now, looking for options. And there's the mid-range shot, doesn't get it. Gilas secure the rebound, and now RJ Barrientos will slow this one down as Coach Tad Baldwin saying to him, no rush. We have the lead now. Let's get into a good set. Comes a pick and roll now with Kai Soto. Back to Soto. Soto in the lane, hangs. Kai Soto can't get it. Great defense by Ragana. And now South Korea will push this one. And then offensive foul. Great defense by RJ Barrientos. Well, South Korea, we're in a good position there to make the most of a transition play, but again, a little bit clumsy in that situation. But great defense by RJ Barrientos. Hands up, stood his ground. The elbow there, you can see, coming from Jun Sung-hyun. So now Mike Nieto comes into the game. Now they've taken Tamayo out of this one. Gilas looking a little bit too comfortable right now, and you got to remember that South Korea are not finished by any means. Finds Ramos now. Ramos with 15 points. No foul called. Ramos comes up with a loose ball, hangs in the air, doesn't get it. Great defensive play there by South Korea. Comes off one screen now, pulls up in the mid-range, gets it to drop. Beautiful play. A beautiful play there by Lee Hyun-jung. He now moves up to 12 points. Barrientos now. Barrientos puts up a floater, doesn't get it. Beautiful dish up there. And Kai Soto did just enough as Baltazar was able to come up with a loose ball. It's now Ragana looking for handoff. Well, left wide open down the middle. Tries to dish off, and Ragana. Beautiful play there, 1-2. Again, Kai Soto was caught between Ragana and Byun Jun-hyung. He made a beautiful dish off. 2-point ball game with under 3.5 to go here. Clock City. Barrientos takes a quick shot. And again, was that the right shot to take? Barrientos. Foul has been called. Now that's a 4th team foul. It's on Nieto. Here was what Kai Soto did, just enough that it tip it to find Baltazar. Look at the 1-2 punch here. That is why Ragana is one of the best in international basketball. Ragana takes the jump shot, ties the game up at 70 apiece with 3 minutes to go. Well, the question is, it's just like 2013 at the 2013 FIBA Asia Cup. Question is, well, Dwight Ramos threw it away. Now South Korea with a chance to take the lead, and Ragana Gamsamhamnida with the throwdown. All of a sudden, South Korea, who were trailing by as many as 5, now find themselves up by 2 points. Barrientos tries to split the defense, doesn't get it. And now Korea, chance to go up by 5. Oh, baby! And now Coach Tab Baldwin has to call timeout. Well, it's a case of inexperience, but Ragana with the throwdown time. Well, Gamsamhamnida Ragana Hyun. That is just a beautiful play, and they love it. They absolutely love Ragana as their teammate.
All right, SJ, let Dwight handle the ball. All right, take care of the ball. Okay. So we're 1-4 here. We either go strong or weak to the post. Either one. Okay. So if it's strong, it's Carl. If it's weak, it's Dwight. So wingman, make sure you're strong with the ball. You're making good post entry passes. You guys establish position in the post. Right. Yeah. As soon as the ball goes in the post, right, you've got a flare, and then you've got a pin down. Okay. After the pin down, slip to screening position. Rebounding position. Guys, we got to defend. Let's go, guys. We got to defend. Let's go. No turnovers.
Well, you know, Ragana has showed the experience right now. Game is nowhere near over, 75-70. But as many of the great coaches, Chot Reyes, Josh Reyes, not to mention Gabe Norwood, one of the greatest players, Jimmy Alapag, they have a lot of faith in this young Gilas team. But right now is a huge test. Down by 5, 2:15 to go here in the 4th quarter. Belengel now. A foul has been called, and that's a silly foul to give away by South Korea. End of the shot clock, so now Tamayo's going to go to the free throw line here for 2 shots. That's a bailout foul because South Korea did so well there on defense. Momentum, confidence going in favor of South Korea. Byung kicks up picks up, excuse me, his fourth personal foul. These are big free throws now for Kyle Tamayo. Makes the first one. Again, a great learning experience. Everything in this game is a process of learning. I wonder if Ange Kwame is going to come back in the game there. I mean, we got Kai Soto on the floor right now, along with Kyle Tamayo and Baltazar. So it's a decent-sized lineup. So, I missed it. Missed a free throw. 4-point ball game. Well, the good thing now for South Korea and for Gilas is that any foul will send him to the free throw line. So now Ragana, heavily guarded. Well, takes a big three. Doesn't get it. Well, they get the rebound and another foul. So now, Baltazar is going to go to the free throw line and can cut this down to a 2-point ball game. And the players on the court right now for South Korea, probably your most experienced players. So Tamayo staying on the court. Looks like Soto's going to leave. Ange Kwame is coming back into the game. These are big free throws now for Baltazar. Gets the first one. 3-point ball game. Gets it 2 for 2 for the charity stripe. So now South Korea leading by 2 points. All they need now is a composed offense. Get fouled, get to the free throw line. Well, no foul call, but they don't score. I think the officials need to take care of the wet spot on the court there. You can see that Ange Kwame slipped over. Comes off one screen now. Ramos on the ball. Dwight Ramos makes the penetration. Ramos a bit of contact, and Dwight Ramos is going to go to the free throw line, and he could tie this game up with 1:22 to go here in the fourth quarter. Well, this is just like the FIBA Asia Cup in 2013, the semifinal at the Mall of Asia Arena. Remember, it was a three-pointer by Jimmy Alapag that pretty much sealed the deal. As Dwight makes the first one. Well, we said it's been Dwight time. He tied the game up already once tonight. Can he do it again with this free throw? Oh, he missed it. 1-point ball game now. South Korea, with over 1:15 to go here in the fourth, have the lead. Back to Ragana. Kicks it back out. Fakes it now in the lane. Big three-pointer. Doesn't get it. Well, Belangel secures the rebound. And now Gilas Pilipinas down by 1 with 1 minute to go here. You can imagine hundreds, if not a million fans back home. Or around this arena probably. Belangel all the way. Takes the lead. Gilas Pilipinas have come back one more time. And South Korea have to call timeout. I mean, look at this. He has been unbelievable. Mr. Reliable, the magician. He has stepped up big time. Curls the screen, goes in with a finger roll. Salamat Belangel. I mean, that is crunch time. That is the future of Gilas Pilipinas.
승현아. 우리가 원하는 거. 자, 승현이 나가. 네. It's up to you, coach. Okay. 여기. 현종아, 여기. 건아, 여기. 건아. 나와서 잡아줘. 여기 3번 있고. 여기 누구야? 성현이. 아니, 성현이가 여기 있어. 성현이가 여기야. 스나이퍼. 여기. 자, 이제 이렇게 와서 이렇게 들어가서 이렇게 해서 스크린 걸고 이렇게 떨어지면서 바로 나와주시죠. 이렇게 보면 시리즈에서 오면 이렇게 오면서 3번이 여기 서 있어. 1번이 잡아주고 이렇게 가면서 이렇게 스크린 걸고 이렇게 나오면서 저기서
So now South Korea on the back foot. They've proven time and time again that they won't go away. They have the ball now. And again, a great learning experience for this young Gilas team. Can they hold on to a 1-point lead? Belangel has been phenomenal. Started off quite nervy, but again has shown the composure. And the great Jimmy Alapag, who was one of the greatest point guards in the history of Gilas Pilipinas, would be so proud. So will the blur, Jason Castro. who is still playing at TNT Tropangiga under the great Chat Reyes and Josh Reyes. They'll be very proud with how Belangao has done so far. But right now, South Korea, 48.5 seconds left, down by 1. Any foul will send them to the free throw line. They're gonna go pick and roll now, I believe. They'll kick this one out to the perimeter. Pump fakes. Well, forces up a tough one. Doesn't get it. They get the offensive rebound. Oh, sorry, excuse me. Gilas get the rebound. So now Gilas, no time to rush here. Is it Dwight Ramos time? Well, Ramos now is gonna run this one down, try and get the last shot here. 10 on the shot clock now. Gets a handoff with Belangao. Pick and roll time. Belangao almost turned it over. Gotta shoot it. Puts it up. Kwame, offensive rebound. Adds Kwame. Gets the and one. And look what it means to him. Laban Pilipinas. Puso. Everybody within the nation of the Philippines is cheering. Well, goes baseline. Puts up a floater. Adds Kwame. Puts it back, and he says, Magandang gabi. Good night, Gilas Pilipinas. That is for you. Oh, he missed a free throw. Kunal keeps alive, and now South Korea, they've got to get a three-pointer. Pump fakes, takes it. Oh, baby! Oh, my Lord! We're going to OT! This is unbelievable. Well, everybody thought it was all over. I thought it was all over. They get the ball up the court. Pump fakes. He makes it. That is big time. Ice cold in the veins. That is just unbelievable.
Okay.
Well, now.
Carl, get in for ball.
This is a huge, huge possession now. Question is, can Gilas Pilipinas advance the ball? Well, Ange Kwame, had he made that free throw, it could have been game over. Again, a learning experience for this young Gilas team.
On the hand, SJ, you're going there. Okay, Ange, go get him there and then fly high. Okay, Carl, fake away. Kai, see if we can get a screen. We want to go right there. Okay, see if we can get Carl right there. If we can't, Kai popping out. Kai, you're going to have the shot.
So we can put Kai Soto in. And it sounds like Coach Tab Baldwin wants Kai Soto to have the. Gilas can't be predictable in their sets. They've got to anticipate that South Korea are going to switch everything, bump everything. So they've got to have a game plan. And I'm sure Coach Tab has said that to them.
So we got to throw it in balance. Also, these guys here, your pillars,
Well, this is huge now.
if you're not wide open, you're going to shoot the ball.
Well, they thought they booked their tickets. They thought that Ange Kwame's offensive rebound was it. But right now, one possession. Make this. Game over. Book the airline tickets to Jakarta. Miss it. We got 5 minutes of OT. South Korea gave themselves a chance. So now Dwight Ramos is going to inbound it. This is what it's all about, ladies and gentlemen. We have to get the ball inbound. They get it inbound. Belangao pump fakes, puts it up. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! He got it! Belangao! We're going to Fiba Asian Cup! Gilas Pilipinas have done it! Unbelievable! I can't believe it! Now the question is, here's a replay. Belangao pumping. Did he step out of bounds? I don't think so. Did he get it off in time? Oh, baby, he did, I think. He got it off. Salamat Belangao. That is unbelievable. There's the pump fake. There's the step back. Oh, baby. Laban Pilipinas. Puso. You can hear every Filipino fan. Oh, that is unbelievable. Belangel, Jimmy Alapag would be so impressed, so proud. But Gilas Pilipinas have won this one. What a game it was. Just an unbelievable matchup. These two teams, the respect, the rivalry. Gilas Pilipinas 7 for 21 from the perimeter. South Korea very impressive, 10 for 32. It was an unbelievable game, and in the end, Gilas out-rebounded South Korea 41-40. But South Korea, again, you've got to love the way they play. 24 assists. Dwight Ramos, top scorer, followed up by the hero, Belangel. And Ange Kwame stepping up huge. Well, ladies and gentlemen, Gilas Pilipinas have booked their ticket to the FIBA Asia Cup in Jakarta, Indonesia. They're on their way. Look what it means to this young team. Now remember, this team is going to be here for more years to come. Ange Kwame, Kai Soto, Dwight Ramos, Baltazar, Carl Tamayo, the Nieto brothers. This is the future. The future is Gilas Pilipinas. And there you can see the Puso, as the great Dean Canito Henson would say, got him. They are headed. Look what it means to them. You can guarantee there are going to be parties. Quezon City, Manila, Makati, everywhere. They're going to be